Close calls were becoming a habit for the Frankfort Lincoln Way East Co-op, and 2011 wasn't any different. Wheaton Co-op and Frankfort were neck and neck coming into the IHSA finals, separated by just 2 1/10 of a point, so any slip-up would make a huge difference in the team results. After taking second place in 2005, Frankfort Co-op won their first team title in 2006. They finished in 4th place in 2007 and were state runners-up for 3 consecutive years.
Was that word runner-up getting a little bit old with you?
No, it's just a pleasure there either way.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
You win second. Some people don't see that.
Right.
You win second, you win third. Every team here is trying to walk away with one of those nice little trophies.
Wheaton Co-op took 4th place in 2008 and finished in 8th in 2009 and 2010.
1, 2, 3!
As Frankfort Lincoln Way East Co-op eyed up a state championship in 2011, Glenview Glenbrook South placed 8th as a team. They turned in a total of 145.7. They scored a 22.450 on the high bar. On the parallel bar, they scored a 24.9. On the vault, a 26.650. On the rings, a 22.050. On the pommel horse, a 22.150. And their best performance was on the floor exercise, where they turned in a score of 27.5.
From Mundelein, the Mustangs of Mundelein High School.
The Mundelein Mustangs placed 7th with a score of 148.5. On the high bar, they scored a 24.4. On the parallel bars, a 24.7. On vault, a 27.1. On rings, a 27.3. On the pommel horse, a 21.45. And on the floor exercise, a 26.55. Highland Park Co-op placed 6th with a score of 149.4. They scored a 23.55 on the high bar. On the parallel bars, they scored a 25.95. On vault, a 27.25. On rings, a 22.9. On the pommel horse, a 22.35. And on the floor exercise, they turned in a score of 27.4. Palatine High School placed 5th with a score of 149.55. On the high bar, they scored a 24.1. On the parallel bars, a 25.65. On vault, a 25.8. On rings, a 23.4. On the pommel horse, a 24.1. And in floor exercise, they turned in a score of 26.5. Naperville North High School came in 4th place with a score of 152.65. They scored a 25.25 on the high bar, a 25.45 on the parallel bars, on vault a 27.1, on rings a 24.55, on pommel horse a 24.5, and on the floor exercise a 25.8.
From Downers Grove, the Trojans of Downers Grove North.
Taking home the 3rd place trophy with a score of 156.650 was Downers Grove North. They scored a 26.2 on the high bar, a 26.6 on the parallel bars, a vault score of 26.9, on the rings a 24.55, on the pommel horse a 25.35, and on floor exercise, a 27.050.
North makes will please step forward to receive their third place trophy.
Wheaton-Warrenville Co-op finished nearly 5 points ahead of Downers Grove North with a score of 161.25. They started the competition with floor exercise, scoring a 27.1. Their next event was the pommel horse, where they outscored Frankfort Co-op 26.75 to 24.9 and took the lead. Next up was the rings, and Frankfort regained the lead, scoring a 27.5 to Wheaton's 25.7. On the vault, Wheaton kept it close, scoring a 27.15, while Frankfort turned in a 28.35. It was just as close on the parallel bars, with Wheaton scoring a 27.15 to Frankfort's 27.35. It all came down to the high bar, where Wheaton gained an edge with an enthusiastic performance.
On high bar, our boys just did an excellent job of hitting the routines. I think our kids get really excited about that event because we do some big skills, high flying, and when they hit their sets, those guys just get all riled up with their enthusiasm and their encouragement for one another. It was a great experience.
As a team, it was just an incredible night. It was really fun chasing Lincoln Way. We knew it was going to be close, and we made it close. It was fun going down to the last event and just knowing that it could really be up to anything, and everything changes when it's on the mats.
Wheaton outscored Frankfort 27.2 to 26.5 on the high bar. When the final score was posted, Wheaton finished in second place with a score of 161.25.
That was the best meet of our season. Darren Phil, I think he placed second in the all-around. He had the meet of his life. He hit 6 for 6. My other all-arounder, Mike Brackman, did an outstanding job, went 6 events for 6 events. And our other 3 guys on each event just did an outstanding job hitting the routine. Zach Neal on parallel bars scored a season-high score with an 8.9. Those sorts of things, those guys just did a great job. Best meet of our season, and it came at the right time.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Frankfort, the Lincoln Way Co-op.
After 3 straight years of finishing in second place, Frankfort Lincoln Way Co-op captured their second team title in school history with a score of 163. Frankfort finished up their competition with the floor exercise, scoring a 28.4.
Every kid plugged away really well for themselves, and it showed on the team.
It took everybody to win today. We all just came together as a team and just went for one goal and just dug in really hard. Just went for it. We just determined our own destiny and just got it.
Even though a Johnny Cargo, a junior, was not having his best day, he still was able to rebound and capture the all-around title. The last time a team won the team title and a competitor from the same team won the all-around was in 2006, when Lincoln Way East Co-op captured their first state title.
I'm proud for every kid that was there. 06 was a real shock because we had to go so many points to rise up, and they had a great day. This way they just plugged away. We didn't have 2 superstars and hoped. In 06 we did that day. We had 2 Ajani's basically. And today we had an Ajani who was off. He's gone 56, and I think he went 55, right? He's gone 56.5, I think, or 2. But the other guys pulled through really well. You know, like I said, Evan Hossman went 9 on rings. He's never gone 9. He's a 9.5 start, so that's darn near perfection, isn't it? And each guy did what they had to do, and that's great to see for them. So there's more joy to go around for each kid, I guess.
I just want to say that I'm really proud of the seniors. Most of us have been on the 3 teams before us that got second place, so it was kind of frustrating all 3 times. But this time to come out on top and to get first, it's really awesome.
It's supposed to go hand in hand that way, but that's a testament to the rest of the team, though. because an all-around doesn't have to or can't do it all, evidently, right? There's got to be a whole bunch of other guys, and hopefully they're living in the pride that they are team champions as well.
These guys are awesome. I mean, we knew all along that we had each other's backs, so even if we did make a little mistake, we had a lot of depth in every event.
But that's part of gymnastics. You start with the 10 and you don't get one. Exactly. But that's the best part of the sport, is it teaches that striving for perfection.
We had that all in our plan. We knew that was going to happen. So we just did our best and just did we do the same thing we do in practice every day, and that just got us that first place.
The team came together. I said it was going to take every man to do this, and every man did do it. It wasn't one guy carrying the load.
I'm just so proud of our whole team. We all did what we needed to do, stayed on our feet. Just no better, no worse than practice, and that's what we did, and that's how we got our goal.
All the seniors did their job and hit, and that's always important.
Along with the top 8 teams competing for the team championships, the state's best individual gymnasts competed for top honors in each event.
9 of the top 10 place finishers in the all-around would take home more than one medal. Adam Klasowiak, a senior from Glenview, Glenbrook South, placed 10th in the all-around. Adam would score a 9.3 in the floor exercise, a 7.2 on the pommel horse, an 8.55 on still rings, an 8.9 on vault, an 8.9 on parallel bars, and a 9.15 on the horizontal bar. He also placed 10th on the vault, 9th in still rings, and 7th in horizontal bar competition. Adam would medal in 2 other events. Robbie Brown, a senior from Highland Park Co-op, placed 9th in the all-around and would also place 6th on the pommel horse and medal on the parallel bars. Brown scored a 9.25 in floor exercise, 8.05 on the pommel horse, 8.25 on still rings, 9.2 on vault, 9.45 on the parallel bars, and an 8.6 on the horizontal bar. While Brown scored a 52.8, junior Doug Sullivan of Aurora West placed 8th with a 52.9. Sullivan scored a 9.35 on the floor exercise, a 9.35 on the pommel horse, a 7.0 on the still rings, a 9.25 on vault, an 8.6 on parallel bars, and a 9.35 on the horizontal bar. He also placed 10th in the horizontal bar finals and medaled in another final. Mike Brackman, a senior from Wheaton-Warrenville South Co-op, came in 7th place in the all-around, scoring a 53.15. Brackman scored an 8.8 on the floor exercise, an 8.75 on the pommel horse, an 8.55 on still rings, an 8.9 on the vault, an 8.6 on the parallel bars, and a 9.55 on the horizontal bar. He would medal in 2 other final events. Billy Suda, a senior from Naperville North, placed 6th in the all-around with a score of 53.25. Of the top 10, he scored a best 9.2 on the still rings. He scored an 8.45 on the floor exercise, an 8.6 on the pommel horse, a 9.2 on still rings, a 9.0 on the vault, an 8.85 on the parallel bars, and a 9.15 on the horizontal bar. Suda medaled in 2 other final events. Ryan Kennedy, a senior from Glenbard North, placed 5th in the all-around with a 53.35. He scored a 9.25 on the floor exercise, an 8.65 on the pommel horse, an 8.0 on still rings, a 9.45 on the vault, an 8.5 on the parallel bars, and a 9.5 on the horizontal bar. Ryan placed 7th in the floor finals and medaled in 2 other final events. Luke Schubert, a senior from Downers Grove North, placed 4th in the all-around with a 53.45. He scored an 8.9 on the floor exercise, an 8.4 on the pommel horse, an 8.85 on still rings, a 9.2 on the vault, a 9.15 on the parallel bars, and an 8.95 on the horizontal bar. Senior Craig Breckenridge of Libertyville placed 3rd in the all-around with a 53.5. He scored a 9.55 on the floor exercise, an 8.3 on pommel horse, an 8.8 on the still rings, a 9.25 on vault, an 8.8 on the parallel bars, and an 8.8 on the horizontal bar. Breckenridge medaled in 4 other final events. Darren Phil, a senior from Wheaton-Warrenville South Co-op, placed 2nd in the all-around with a 55.3. He scored a 9.25 on the floor, an 8.95 on the pommel horse, a 9.05 on still rings, a 9.35 on the vault, a 9.35 on the parallel bars, and a 9.35 on the horizontal bar. Phil medaled in 4 other finals. Johnny Cargill, a junior from Lincoln Way East Co-op, captured the all-around championship with a 55.45. He scored a 9.5 on the floor, a 9.1 on the pommel horse, a 9.1 on still rings, a 9.55 on vault, a 9.45 on the parallel bars, and on the horizontal bar, he would slip and fall, scoring an 8.75.
Great to see a kid that fell off come back and nail his dismount. It's really cool. I don't think I've ever seen him nail his dismount.
Cargill medaled in 4 other events and placed 10th after falling on the pommel horse.
The 2011 IHSA Gymnastics all-around state champion with a score of 55.45 points from the Lincoln Way East Co-op of Johnny Cargill.
In the still ring finals, Darren Phil of Wheaton-Warrenville South placed 5th with a 9.0. Billy Suda, a senior from Naperville North, also placed 5th with a 9.0. Mark Hurt of Rolling Meadows placed 4th with a 9.05. Craig Breckenridge placed 3rd with a 9.2. Johnny Cargill placed 2nd with a 9.25. Ryan Wright of Lincoln Way East Co-op surprised himself after a little coaxing from his teammates to take the Still Rings Championship with a 9.55.
I had ideas, but I didn't really get a goal for it until my teammates and my coach said I could do it. I didn't really even think I could. I honestly didn't think I could. It didn't even cross my mind. And then somebody's like, and then you'll be going for 1st. And I'll be like, what? So then I started to work towards that. Still don't even know how I feel right now. Everything I wanted to happen did, and that just doesn't normally happen, so I'll remember it forever. That's about it. Exactly how I feel is what I'll remember forever. So there's no other way to explain it.
In the vault final, Scott Marthinson, a senior from Mundelein, placed 5th with a 9.4. With 9.45s, Travis Navarro, a junior from Huntley, and a Johnny Cargill tied for 3rd. Darren Phil placed 2nd with a 9.5, and Tyler Leahy, a junior from Hinsdale Central, won the vault championship with a 9.6.
2011 IHSA Gymnastics state champion in the vault with 9.6 points from Hinsdale Central, Tyler Leahy.
parallel bars final, Craig Breckenridge of Libertyville placed 5th with a 9.2. Also placing 5th, Mark Hurt, a senior from Rolling Meadows, also scoring a 9.2. A 9.25, Colin McCarthy, a freshman from Mundaloc, placed 4th. With a 9.3, Adam Klazowiak from Glenbrook South placed 3rd. Second from Highland Park, senior Robbie Brown with a 9.4. And the 2011 champion in the parallel bars was Darren Phil of Wheaton Warrenville South Co-op with a 9.6.
All season I've been really shaking on P-bars, and in the past week and a half I really kicked it into gear and tried working on it, and obviously it paid off. And so going into it I saw a 9.4 was the score to beat, and I usually don't look at scores, but I was thinking, hey, you know what, I got 9.35, I maybe could do it, and I just really kicked it out, and 9.6 won it. So it was a great night, really great feeling, and an amazing way to end it in my high school career on. Yeah.
Along with Darren Phil's 5 medals that he took home from the tournament itself, he also was named Gymnast of the Year.
Honestly, it was just the past couple of years, that the ones I remember, Anthony and Doug Rybar. Doug, I mean, I've never even really met the kid, but I just remember watching him at state and watching how well he competed and how his hit ratios are so high. And so I really aspired to kind of compete like him, and I'm sure he doesn't even know that. But there's a lot of great names on that trophy, and I just feel honored to be with them. I really enjoyed swinging on high bar. That's always fun, and hearing the crowd when you land and everything, and so that's the best.
In the horizontal bar final, Darren Phil of Wheaton Warrenville South Co-op and Billy Suda of Naperville North tied for 4th place with 9.1. Billy Suda of Naperville North also placed fourth with a 9.1. In third, Mike Brackman from Wheaton Warrenville South Co-op scored a 9.25. Glen Bard North's Ryan Kennedy placed second with a 9.35. After slipping on the pommel horse, a Johnny Cargill redeemed himself, winning the horizontal bar championship with a 9.4.
I messed up on the pommel horse, but I had to make up for it on the high bar.
2011 IHSA Gymnastics state champion on the horizontal bar with 9.4 points for the Lincoln Way East Co-op of Johnny Cargill.
In the pommel horse finals, Kevin Hamilton, a junior from Glenbrook South, and Ryan Kennedy from Glen Bard North tied for fourth with 9.15. Mike Brackman, a senior from Wheaton Warrenville South Co-op, placed third with a 9.35. Libertyville's Craig Breckenridge placed second with a 9.5.
Compared to your all-around performance last night, did you improve on any of the events?
I did, actually. I went a full, just about 2 points higher in the prelims. And for these events, especially pommels, was over a point higher because I fell yesterday twice. So that was a lot better.
So you weren't fatigued at all?
I was fatigued, but adrenaline kept me up. Adrenaline kept me running.
I did really well at sectionals too, and I was able to win there too and beat most of those kids.
Aurora West's Doug Sullivan, a junior, took home the Pommel Horse Championship with a 9.55.
I feel great. I'm so excited. I got one more year, so I gotta defend it, I guess. I've done this routine probably over 100 times, and it just feels really good.
2011 IHSA Gymnastics state champion on the Pommel Horse with 9.55 points from Aurora West, Doug Sullivan.
In the floor exercise finals, Adam Klazowiak, a senior from Glenbrook South, and Tyler Leahy, a junior from Hinsdale Central, tied for 5th with 9.5s. Bobby Wam Kamalesa, a junior from Fremd High School, placed 4th with a 9.55. Mark Suselski, a junior from Wheaton-Warrenville South Co-op, placed 3rd with a 9.6. 3.65s, a Johnny Cargill, and Craig Breckenridge tied for the championship in the floor exercise.
I felt really good about it. I was I wasn't quite sure what to expect coming in today. I was expecting to be really tired, and I was expecting to, pretty much fall asleep after all this work. But I came in there, and then once I started the routine, it all kept going from there. Then the muscle memory and everything like that came, and it just felt great. It feels fantastic. All I wanted to get out of the state meet, I did and more, and I couldn't have asked for more than that. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I did this, and it's awesome. Greatest sport in the world.